Okay,
Click.
I think we're live.
Click, click.
Here we go.
Here we go.
How's everybody doing? Welcome to a impromptu, spur of the moment, Ike Live, down here from the Ike Live Bar. It's actually B3, Becky's basement bar, but we're going to call it the Ike Live Bar tonight.
The bar.
The bar. Hope everybody's having a great night. Swap that on that side. We're live on Facebook and Instagram tonight, and we have no other agenda than to come hang out with you and have a few cocktails.
Cocktails.
This is, we can make pretend we're sitting at the bar.
We're hanging out.
Across from each other, hanging out. Over on Instagram, we got Hunt. We got Pitbull. We got Todd. Fishing with Domo. We've got Jay Camaro. Ike Outdoors. I like the name. We got Trey. Kenneth over on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you. We got James liking the treadmill clip. We got Larry. We got Jason. We got Brandon. How you doing over on Instagram? I hope everybody's holding up during these weird, strange times. It's unlike anything we've ever experienced. So hope everybody's hanging in there and being safe and all that stuff. One of the ways we've been passing the time,
It's wholesome.
a lot of the evenings after we get the kids put to bed, is we've been coming down here to the bar and having a few cocktails. So we're going to have a couple cocktails with you guys tonight. Ike Outdoors said, what's our favorite new drink? We've got a board up here.
We rate them every time we try a new one.
And the highest rating drink to this point was a White Lady. And we've given the score of a 3.6 out of 4 to a White Lady, which I don't even remember what's in a White Lady. Do you?
No.
I don't even remember what's in it.
The Negroni got a 3.5.
Negroni's pretty good. Negroni's pretty good. But the White Lady scored well also. Got some more people. Carlos joining us over on Instagram. Christian. Blake joining us on the gram. We got Dave. What's up, brother? Joining us on Facebook. We got Gino joining us. Larry joining us. Aaron. We've got Nash joining us over on Facebook as well. All right, so listen, for a lot of the Ike Live fans, we are broadcasting this on the Ike Live page. I want to, first of all, get you in the loop with what's going on with Ike Live. Ike Live is still there. And because of this weird time, it's put a little bit of a monkey wrench in how we do our show. It's hard to have 5 or 6 guys hanging out in a small studio because of the quarantine that's in effect, the social distancing that's in effect. So we're in the process of sprucing up some of our technical ability to be able to get you some really cool, creative Ike Live shows, hopefully in the next few weeks, that are going to incorporate a lot of the cast. But until that happens, we're going to supplement a little bit of it with some of this stuff right here, like at the bar, drinking with you guys. Okay, so we're gonna do a cocktail here. But before we get a cocktail, of course, this is Ike Live. We got to be drinking a little bit of beer. Cheers. I see Rusty, Mark from Missouri. I see Rob. Cheers to you, my brother. I see Tony, Douglas down in North Florida. I see Brian. What's up? I see Matt. Becky's yawning, Matt said. Matt, you caught the yawn. We got Drew.
Long days.
We got Drew in the house. We got Hank Snow Outdoors. Wants a bourbon and Mountain Dew. Yo, boss, DJ Bassin.
Ooh, bourbon and Mountain Dew.
Bourbon and Mountain Dew, of course. That's a Southern drink. All the Southern folk drink that one.
I'm thinking for gin.
Hooked with Hunter. Hey, how you doing, man? Zach just joining us. Nathaniel, hola, how you doing there? As I mentioned, great beer and also a great supporter of Ike Live, Founders Brewery. And you're always going to see a Founders cracked open during the show. When we're down here at the bar, you're always going to see one of these things cracked open. This is a good one. This is Mosaic Promise. If you haven't had this one, I really, really, really recommend this. It's a single hopped ale. It's so good. It's refreshing. It's not super, super heavy. It's got a nice crisp taste to it. Definitely want to remind you to try this one, Mosaic Promise by Founders. It's a good one. So we're gonna make some cocktails. We're gonna leave it up to you guys to give us some suggestions on what to drink here, and Becky's gonna be the bartender. So I saw some crazy ones come through already. Keep them coming. I see a moonshine and Gatorade, Beck, from Israel. That's interesting. I think that one's an interesting one. Let's see. We got California. We got Mon checking in with us. We got Jim Finley in the house. Jim, how you doing? We got Randy from VA. How you doing tonight? K Diggs. I seen you catching them biggins out there. I seen them pictures. Gotta be 6-pounders, man. I'm telling you. Andy Baker Fishing suggests a Long Island iced tea. We got a surprise guest here on Ike Live at the bar tonight. We've got, want to introduce you officially to Quincy. And Quincy he's, look at him, he's tired tonight. He's had a long day. Quincy, you want to say hi to everybody? Look right there.
Say hi.
Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Quincy is a good dog. Quincy is a rescue. Had a lot of comments say, what breed is he? Is he a lab? Is he, retriever? What is he? We have no idea. We have no idea.
We think he's like a lab Great Pyrenees mix.
He's a lab mixed with 2 or 3 or 4 other things. He's a mutt like me. But Quincy is a good dog, and glad to have him as part of the Ike and Ellie household here, especially during these crazy times. The interesting thing is Quincy, in a short period of time, has picked up more nicknames than anyone on the Ike Live crew. If you think Brian the Carpenter and Dave Brodzik, a.k.a. Stormtrooper, have a lot of nicknames, Quincy has a lot of nicknames. I'll give you a few, and this is just a little taste of Quincy's nicknames already. He's only been here about a month. Quincy, Q, Quincy Jones, Manchi Chi, Godzilla, King Kong. What were some of the other ones? Black Smoke. What were some of the other ones? There's so many. He has so many great nicknames, but he's a really, 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 really good dog. So we've got a lot of people still joining us, man. I hope you're having a great Sunday night. I know it's a weird night. I know for a lot of you watching, it's a work night. So, bear with us. Here we are, 9:30 Eastern, down at the bar having a few beers, but glad to be on the Ike Live feed, seeing everybody, seeing all the comments come through. Once again, we're going to take suggestions from you guys and girls about what drinks we should make tonight. And we want to have a couple cocktails with you, so we're going to be toasting all night to you guys. Cheers to you. Cheers to you guys. Cheers to Facebook and cheers to Instagram. It is a strange time. It is a strange time. So, getting together like this is not as nice as being together at the bar or at a sports show or at a tournament, but it's pretty good. It's what we have, and we're going to try to bring you a lot of this stuff to keep you entertained during this time. I see a Malibu and root beer from Gene. That's interesting. Gene, that's interesting. Malibu and root beer. We happen to have some root beer right here. Gene, we're going to try that one for you. Malibu and root beer. We're going to try for Gene coming through. This is the first signature Ike Live cocktail of the night. And Gene, if there's a way, I don't know how to do it because normally we have Zach, a.k.a. Zog, or Riz doing the IMs for us. We would get your information. We'd send you a prize. But we'll figure it out. Okay, so we got the root beer. We got the first drink of the night, Beck. It's root beer and Malibu. He said to try it. We're going to give it a try.
We have root beer?
Let's see. We have root beer.
Down here?
We have root beer down here. See, got to find some Malibu. Where would the Malibu be?
Down below.
Down below. See. Find some Malibu for you guys. What's Malibu look like?
It's white.
It's white.
I'm coming. No.
I found it.
Did you find it? Okay.
Okay. All right. Per your suggestion, Malibu and root beer.
Purr.
I have no idea. It doesn't sound very good, but we're going to try it. Okay. Let's get a little bit of Malibu in there. Okay. I haven't had Malibu in a long time. Have you?
No, reminds me of like suntan lotion.
We've got the A&W root beer.
It smells so good though. I used to sell this
That sounds
stuff.
kind of good.
Go to my leap.
And we've got the octopus cocktail stirrer right here for you guys. Okay. All right, first signature cocktail of the night, root beer and Malibu. Cheers. Dude!
He's yelling.
I'm yelling because it's good. Wow. Nice job. Nice job. Malibu and root beer.
It like smooths out the root
It
beer.
smooths out the root beer. If anybody has a name for that cocktail, the Malibu and root beer, send it through. That's pretty good.
Malibu beer.
Malibu beer. We have a message coming through on Instagram. Kids must be in bed. Yes, they are. Thank God. Thank God the kids are in bed.
They were our servers tonight. We had a date night.
We did. We had date night. We're dressed up because we actually had date night, and we made our kids be the servers tonight.
We didn't make them.
We didn't make them. They wanted to be the servers. I see a Jameson and ginger ale. We're going to pass on that one? I don't know. Let's see here. Cream soda and Fireball from Brandon Holloway.
You'll never get me to do Fireball. I hate cinnamon.
I don't know. This is good. I'm telling you, Malibu and root beer, listen to me. It sounds weird. If you're listening to this right now, give it a try. It's pretty good. What's he doing over there?
I don't know. He's like hiding in the corner and he's crying.
I don't know what he said. Man, that's good. Okay, I see a Crown Royal Vanilla with root beer. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I think that's very similar.
Yeah.
It's very similar. Let's see what else we got. Matt Lane wants to call it Bass Fart, that drink. That's a good name.
A bass fart.
Bass Fart for a name. I like it. A Washington Apple. Let's see. A Mally Root is a good one.
That's a Mally
That's
Root.
a Mally Root's a good one. Let's see here. Root beer, Sailor Jerry, and Sprite.
I love Sailor Jerry.
You do? Do we have that? Should we drink one of those?
I don't know if I have any Sailor Jerry.
Okay. Let's see.
Sailor Jerry was like the original spiced rum.
Was it?
The tattoo artist guy, Sailor Jerry, his rum. It's good. It's strong.
Pomegranate and vodka from over on Instagram.
I do like pomegranate.
Might have to try
That's
that
really
one.
good. Because I'm not a huge like cranberry and vodka person. I bet you I'd like pomegranate vodka
Yeah.
better.
I gotta say, this is pretty good right
Yeah.
here.
I like it.
I'm giving this at least a 3.5 on the board right now.
Apple cider and Jack Daniels. If you ever see us trick-or-treating.
Yeah, it's a
That
great one.
just might be in our... Although we always do the honey. Do we do the honey or the apple? No, Jack actually makes an apple.
They make
and
an
then,
apple.
And then we get the local apple
Yeah.
cider and we warm it up and then put it in our
Yeah.
cups.
Also, real quick while we're here, we do this every Ike Live show, and this is an abbreviated Ike Live show. It's Ike Live Social Live, but we do want to give a shout out and a thank you to everybody in the military, men and women in the military, active military veterans. Thank you for what you do. Also want to thank all our policemen, our firemen, EMT, Coast Guard. Thank you for what you do. And especially in today's environment, we want to say thank you to everybody that's on the front lines in the medical profession, the doctors, nurses, anybody on the front lines of that, and anyone that's still working to keep the world going. Thank you for what you're doing right now. Postal workers, truck drivers, everybody. Thank you, man. It means a lot. Ike Outdoors is drinking a single barrel Jack Daniels right now. That's awesome. I like.
Ike, we might be friends.
Ike, we definitely friends. Look, Ike Outdoors. First of all, you got the Ike name in there, so we're already friends. But now that you're drinking a little single barrel Jack, we're definitely friends. And if Pete Glusick was at your house, hide that bottle, because that joint will be gone in like an hour. The whole bottle will be gone. Did Becky get her hair did? Beck?
I washed it.
She washed it for the first time in 2 weeks tonight. So that was interesting.
But thanks for asking. I have color conditioner, so my hair changes color every time I wash it. But then you can't see all my roots. See a little purple?
Yeah, see that. Man, Quincy's not very happy down here at the bar. He might have to go back upstairs. Yeah. Let's see what else we got coming through. Also, let me remind everybody, I see a lot of great drink suggestions coming through. We're going to keep monitoring the drink selections, but also we want to hear from you guys. What's everybody been up to? How's quarantine going? If you have any questions for us, hit us up. This is a good time. We're just hanging out at the bar. You know what I mean? Honeysuckle vodka and lemonade is the bomb. That sounds like the bomb. That sounds like a summertime drink. I like that. Snaggy Zaggy says fruit punch and Everclear.
How old are you?
Snaggy Zaggy, Becky wants to know how old you are. I like it because I think Everclear makes everything better because it just zaps away the taste. When you drink Everclear, your tired taste buds go numb. So I like that. Wally's drinking some water. Good for you. I love water too. Tom with a suggestion of Jim Beam and Sprite. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that one. Justin with a toast. Cheers, Justin. How you doing? We got Steven joining us from Mississippi over on Facebook. Got Andrew Cook joining us. Asking me if I'm getting sideways. Of course I'm getting sideways. We're on quarantine. I'm going to get sideways every night. Sarsaparilla Whiskey, Michael Allen with the suggestion over on Facebook. Instagram. Let's see. Derek Hudson Fishing. How many miles did I walk through the airport today? Derek, I walked 10 full miles on that treadmill today, and I did it in that jacket with that giant piece of suitcase. Crazy. Kentucky Bass Fisherman over on Instagram. Any tips for this time of the year? Depends on where you're at in the country. A lot of the country right now, the fish are spawning. In a few places, they're actually post-spawn. So for spawning fish, a floating worm, a soft stick bait, a topwater lure. But post-spawn fish are going to start moving to the first deep water outside the flats. And for those fish, I'd say a crankbait. Smoking Extreme, hello to you. Murray, cheers from Illinois. How you doing? Let's see. Blueberry vodka and Sprite from Jeremy Purdy over on Facebook. I like that one. Bill Clark from Nevada. Cheers, Bill. Hope you're having a good night.
So we're talking about a dandelion. Jack, honey, and ginger ale.
Okay, Becky. One of Becky's favorites, which is on the board, is called a dandelion. And a dandelion is, explain this again.
Jack Daniel's honey and ginger ale.
Jack Daniel's honey and ginger ale is a dandelion, and that's a good one. I suggest that to anybody. We've got Christian from Bakersfield, California, checking in, West Coast. How you doing tonight? Hope you're having a good one. James in the house tonight. Carter, Paxton, cheers to you, Carter. I'm going back and forth. I'm actually double fisting tonight with the founders and signature cocktails coming from you guys, the fans, tonight. So, cheers. Cheers to you. Apple pie is Everclear and apple cider. I haven't made that, but we've had it. We've had that delivered to us before, and that's a pretty good one. Jaeger bombs. Christian wants to know when the Jaeger bombs are flowing. Hopefully, we'll have the. I'm getting dirty looks from Becky right now.
I still love a good Jaeger bomb now.
Yes. We got Bill. Bill says Fireball and Sunkist soda. Fireball's been coming up a lot in these conversations. It's pretty crazy. People love Fireball. Let me give you guys an update too, real quick, on the fishing that I've been doing. And my fishing's been really limited to a smaller area around my house. Of course, I've been fishing a lot on the home lake, and it's just a little South Jersey lake, only about 80 acres. And I've been fishing a little bit in some other places, but doing a lot of fishing just here at the house. Where we're living right now in this part of the world in South Jersey, the weather's been like this. You have a couple warm days, a couple cold days, a couple warm days, and my fishing's been spotty. I'll catch them real good one day, and the next couple days I struggle. So DJ Bassin over on Instagram wants to know if I got out yesterday. DJ, I did not get out yesterday. I wanted to. Yesterday was a great weather day. Didn't get out. Got out on Friday with Vegas, and we caught a lot of fish. Crappie, perch, bluegill, pickerel. But we did not catch any bass. The water temperature had dropped all the way back down to the 50s, and the fishing was tough. So hopefully it'll warm back up a little bit, and those fish will turn on. Let's see here. We've got Gary Yang. Shout out to Gary Yang every day checking in with us. Gary, man, you got to win something just for being great and being on our live feeds like every day. You got to win something. I'm going to figure out a way to get you something. Got a message about Vegas. Vegas is great. He's a good angler. He's a good study of the sport. And he's got, as long as he has fun, I don't want to say he has potential, because when he's fishing, he's having fun. And that's the main thing you want for your kids. You want them to have fun. Brian the Carpenter checking in with us on Instagram saying, great show. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's hard without a world-class producer and an actual studio. So we're just down here at the bar drinking. And we got alcohol to carry us through, which is good. Tips for Salem Canal from Nathan. Salem Canal, I would say, flip the deeper wood. Salem Canal is a pretty shallow place. So when you find water that's a couple inches deeper, flip it. The other thing is your lily pad banks can be real good with a chatterbait or a frog. They would be my two choices. I'll tell you this, change subjects a little bit. The world of fishing, if you followed the last Ike Live show, you saw that we had Mark Daniels Jr. on. We also had the president of the ASA on, talking about how all this is going to change fishing. I think you've already seen some changes. Of course, big news, iCast canceled in July. Now it's going to be a virtual iCast. Tournaments right now, all postponed, looks like until at least June. And that might be hopeful. So tournament fishing world right now is definitely changing. And I think you're going to continue to see that, Got George checking in on Facebook. Vegas is a hammer. I'd agree. Roy wants to know, how about peanut butter whiskey? peanut butter whiskey. We have that upstairs, don't we? Becky likes peanut butter whiskey.
Makes
That's
really good fudge.
It does. How about that? Okay. Let's see. Retired Marine in the house with us. Thomas Keith Lewis Jr. Thank you for your service. We appreciate it so much. Can't tell you how much. Bill joining us. I appreciate that. We've got John Kane joining us. Tony joining us over on Facebook. We got Bart with a fishing question over on Facebook. What color chatterbait in brackish water? In brackish water. So I'm assuming you mean a darker type of water, a stained, a brackish, like tannic colored water. You know, the main thing on color on a chatterbait, spinnerbait, crankbait, anything, match the hatch. Match the hatch with your color. So if that place has, golden shiner in it, gold blade. If that place has crawfish in it, green pumpkin. If that place has bluegill in it, something with some orange in it or green, So think about your forage. But brackish water, I would say black and blue with a black blade. There you have it. All right, Beck, we need some more cocktails. Let's see. Pour something else up for us here. We're going to drink.
Pour some sugar.
Yeah, by the way, if you've got questions, Becky is one of the original founding members of the Ike Live show. I don't know if you knew that, but she is. You might know her by the sound. Whoop, 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 whoop. It's the police sound. She is one of the original members of Ike Live, so it's nice to have her here tonight. And this is a two-man show at the bar, so it's pretty good. Jim checking in from Pittsburgh tonight. We got Joe checking in with us, drinking a beer. Joe, appreciate you. Cheers to you. Big red bass. What's the best lure to use to get skunked? I would say a flying lure. Flying lure or a helicopter lure would be 1 and 2. Yes. Chris checking in about Union Lake. Man, Union Lake is the one lake in South Jersey I don't have a lot of information on. I didn't fish that a lot growing up. I only fished it a few times. But I would say, smallmouth on Union, stay down by the dam. Largemouth, go up toward the gate hole, which is where the river's at. New England Bassin says, when she calls you Michael, you're in trouble. You know that. Don't you know it, brother? Don't you know it? You're always in trouble.
That's how that works.
That's how it works. All right, Beck, I want to get your take. I'm going to switch it over to Beck. Beck, how is quarantine treating you right now? How's quarantine?
Quarantine's fine.
Yeah.
I can't complain. Look, we're all healthy. We've got plenty of land for the kids to run around on. I wish that Mother Nature would cooperate a little bit more because it's just been chilly and rainy. If we just had some slightly better weather, it'd be nice. But it's hard. Yeah. I mean, the kids don't enjoy us being their educators. They want to be at school.
Yeah, but here's the thing. A lot of people, I think, assume that some people that are sort of not technically in work, right? There's no tournaments going on. I think a lot of people assume that things are quiet and slow and there's no work right now. It's busier for us in our life right now than it is before all this happened. Explain that to everybody.
Yeah, so I would say that I cannot wait for quarantine to end. Not because I want Mike to leave, but it's nice having him around. It's weird. We've never really had it, but it's nice.
Thank you.
It's nice.
I appreciate that.
But we're working probably 10 times harder right now, which is crazy because you get into a normal routine and, the kids go to school. And what most people probably don't realize is that the company that I run not only manages Mike, but we have a whole lot of other anglers and podcasts, and we have a whole lot of other guys that we represent. So right now we're all working like double time because when they're in tournament mode, like they know what their job is and they're doing their job and they're representing their sponsors and they're fishing tournaments, and it's a very easy, natural thing that they've come to know to do. Now that we're at home, we're reinventing what their jobs are from a marketing perspective. as we know that the economy is going to be hit really, really hard, we want to make sure that all of our guys keep their sponsors. They keep their work coming in, and we're reinventing what fishing marketing is at this point.
Yeah.
And it's hard. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
You don't have a stage to stand on. You don't have a camera on your boat as you're fishing to explain something. So you have to do that and invent it here at home and create it through your own social media. So it's not to bore you, but it's actually a lot more work.
It's been tough. And not to mention, she already mentioned it, but the teaching aspect of it, for me personally, has been a challenge. I mean, I shout out to all my educators out there. If we got any teachers watching us from kindergarten all the way through high school, good job, guys, because teaching is tough.
They all need a raise.
You all need a raise because it's tough. I can tell you, I definitely...
I can't even handle my 2. I don't know how you handle a class of 20.
Yeah, definitely. It's been tough. All right, let's see. We got Z-Bait over on Instagram. What's up, man? Love your stuff. We've got Chris checking in with us. We got a request for me to break dance. I might. Let's see how the rest of the next couple minutes go here. I might do it. Steve Donis joining us in the house with a shout out to BU. If you're at home more right now, if you're looking for great content, if you want to become a better bass angler, please check out the Bass University. Go to bu.tv or go to thebassuniversity.com. They got great stuff. Tom, over on Facebook, do I fish kayak tournaments? Tom, I've never fished a actual kayak tournament yet. I haven't fished one yet. I love kayak fishing. I've got a Hobie 360 right now, a PA 12 360, which I love. But I haven't fished a full-blown kayak tournament. Hopefully, I was scheduled to fish one of the Hobie BOS series events coming up this fall. Hopefully, things get back to normal and the tournaments open back up, and you will see me fishing a tournament, a kayak tournament this fall. So, yes. Ike Outdoors, when's the last time I did a windmill? I did a windmill, for those of you listening right now, and remember some of the old names for breaking a windmill. So Zach, it was actually right before the Classic, Zach made me do, our intern, a.k.a. Zog, made me do a windmill in the garage. And I did it for, what's the other social feed, the... one that everybody's doing, the young one?
TikTok.
I did it on TikTok. So go follow me over on TikTok if you want to see me break dance.
You have a TikTok?
I have a TikTok. Of course I have a TikTok. We had a message to say Beck's popping bottles.
One video on TikTok. Follow
That's right.
him.
Yeah, it's my one video on TikTok. It's me breakdancing. So follow me. Aaron Daniels says, how's Dave doing? And for the Ike Live fans, Dave Brodzik, a.k.a. Fathead, a.k.a. Stormtrooper. Doing great. Actually, I've got a chance to fish with Dave twice since all this has happened. In kayaks, drove with our own vehicles, maintaining social distancing, doing it the right way, staying local. And we had a really good time fishing both days. We're trying to get out at least once a week. And it's nice because, for the last couple of years, it seems like I mainly would see Dave at the Ike Live shows and maybe for some family functions or stuff like that or parties. But it's been nice getting out with Dave and just getting to fish. And that's something we hadn't did for a long time since we were kids, so it felt really good. Joe Hicks said, my thoughts on TikTok. I don't know, Joe. I think it's a good, social media arm. I haven't gotten into it yet. I probably need to. Matt from Louisiana checking in with us. How you doing? JT Fishing crying over there on the Insta. I like that. Lucas, I want to go to Guntersville, Alabama, and catch a 7-pound bass. So do I. So do I. I do too, man. I really do. Italian Bassmaster 14. How you doing? Shout out to you. Let's see. Chris, stay safe to you too. Wish you the best. Here you go. We got a drink suggestion. Matt says whiskey sour with a red wine float on top.
That sounds amazing. I used to drink whiskey sours back in the day in my early 20s.
We should make that.
But whiskey sours used to make me mean.
All right. So, Becky, if you noticed while we were talking, poured herself a drink. What is this? Explain.
I don't know. I have, my brother must be watching because he just said, what are you drinking? I poured 3 olives cherry. Oh my gosh, y'all. I haven't even...
3 cherries, cherry vodka.
And then, la 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 la. It's not even my second drink. That's really sad. Cherry liqueur.
Little blueback herring, cherry liqueur.
And some Sprite.
And Sprite. How is it?
It's not bad. I was actually thinking should it have some lemon juice.
Try that.
It's a little. So Joshua, that's what I'm drinking.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad.
Maybe a little lemon or lime in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little something. We got Italian Bassmaster said, looking to get another one of my rods for chatterbaits. What should I get? Here's the thing. This is a debate that's went on for a long time, and it is type of rod for a chatterbait. There's a lot of people that like a glass rod for a chatterbait. I'm not one of those guys, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but you have to adjust your line and your hook set and all that. For me, the right chatterbait rod is the same kind of rod you would use for a spinnerbait. So I like a 7 to 7.4 rod, but I like it with a little softer action. We make a 7-foot medium action power rod, and that's the rod that I use for most of my chatterbait fishing. Normal chatterbait fishing. When I'm in real deep water, I'll go to a longer rod, or if I'm throwing a real big chatterbait, I'll throw a longer rod. But 7-foot medium graphite rod, that's the chatterbait rod that I use. Let's see. Barrett said, I can't believe you posted your back tattoo. I thought you didn't have one. I have one. And by the way, for everybody watching right now, I did read some of the comments, and I saw a lot of people that believed that was not my back. That was my back. It wasn't a body double. If you notice the sheer buffness and broad shoulders of my back, I've been working out a little bit. You know what I mean? It's all natural too. I want to tell you, I've been working hard in quarantine.
No steroids.
No steroid use at all. Little thin up top. That's just not because of steroids. But that is me, and that's my back. Thank you very much. Okay.
I had to smell this. Has anyone tried 3 Olives Loopy? What's the cereal?
I don't know. Fruit Loops?
Fruit Loops. Yeah, that's what it is.
It does have a little Fruit Loop smell to it. Little Fruit Loop smell.
Smells like Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
Anyone have any suggestions on that one?
I don't. Real quick, another great Founders beer that we have back here at the bar. And this was a limited release, so I don't know if they still have this available, but this is Better Half by Founders. It's a great one. If you're a fan of that darker beer, this is it. This is a Oatmeal Stout. It's aged in maple barrels. It's so good. I like it. This isn't the kind of beer that you can slam, but I do like this one. It's Better Half by Founders. That's a real good one. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Let's see. What else we got coming through? Green Apple Puckers. Mystic Mountain Distillery Citrus Burst Moonshine, shaken with ice, poured in a martini glass, top with Sprite, pouring a small amount of grenadine. Down the side, it's called an Apple Quarantine. Ooh. Liquid.
Who's slurring now?
Who's slurring now? We have Chris with liquid cocaine. What? Is that ingredients? I can't tell what that is.
Oh, my God. Jose, Jack, and Johnny. And I can't remember the other two. You obviously had too many of them. Wait, there's 5 of them?
There's 5 of them. 5 J's. John McGraw is one of them.
Jim. Probably Jim and...
Travis sang great vodka on the...
the Loopy?
On the Loopy, yes. We've got Corey with a suggestion that the Founders Reds Rye on Nitro Tap is amazing. I haven't had that one. I got to try that. I might be getting a little tipsy here. Derek Hudson Fishing, good night. Good night. Have a good one. Appreciate you tuning in. Let's see.
The next Fish Against Ike coming. Well, we have one more this week.
One more week.
Yeah,
one more week. Yes, one more week. If you're watching right now and you want to sign up, still plenty of room to sign up. It's $20. Try to beat me this week because I feel like this is my week. You know what I mean? I feel like I want to catch some big ones, catch some heads this week. You know what I'm saying? Let's do a little survey. Let's change it up here right now. And for Instagram and Facebook right now, I want to hear some suggestions on some topics for some new Ike Live shows, hopefully that we'll have here in the next few weeks. So if you've got guests or topics that you want to hear from, let's hear about it. Let's hear about it. David checking in over on Facebook. F you, dog. I know, I remember that. Got you there. Brian the Carpenter checking in with us over on Instagram. When's the next Ike Live show?
Who knows?
Brian the Carpenter, we're really, really, really pushing to have the next Ike Live show this coming Sunday. We really, really wanted to have it today. Equipment wise and technical wise, we couldn't pull it together for a full-blown show tonight. So you just get me and Becky at the bar. But hopefully next Sunday, we will have a full Ike Live show for you. Let's see. Skylar says pond fishing topics for a show. That's not a bad idea. Let's see. Fishing after a big rain from Melissa. That's a good topic. Sounds like a BU topic, but it's a pretty good topic. To snell or not to snell, coming from Italian Bassmaster. Yes. Brian Carpenter's at the bar too. Brian, send a picture through if you can. The Team Co-Angler show, a lot of people right now saying they love that one. Let's do it again. Gary Lawson wants to do a crappie show.
I think it'd be cool to interview a lot of the college seniors who lost out on their final year of fishing. That's
so sad. If anybody's watching right now and they know they have kids or they know of kids that are graduating high school seniors or graduating college seniors that missed their last year of whatever their sport was, if it was the fishing team, if it was football, baseball, it's sad. It stinks, man. It stinks. You know what I mean? I totally sort of understand. I've seen some posts on my social where they're devastated. And I get it. I totally get it.
I feel like the high school kids got it rough, but the college kids.
Right. Yep.
It's a weird world.
Yeah. Who will pass out first, Becky or me? Me. Definitely, I'll pass out first.
Always.
I'm old. You got to remember, I've got like 15 years on Beck, 20 years on Beck. She's still 28. I'm near 50. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Oh, Brian the Carpenter sent a request to be in my live video. Yeah. How do we do that?
I don't know. Oh,
View.
hit view.
Go live with Brian the Carpenter. All right, Brian the Carpenter's going live with us on Instagram, folks. For those of you watching, our numbers on Instagram aren't very, very high. They're kind of dwindling, but we're going to get Brian the Carpenter on. There he goes, Brian the Carpenter. I see him.
Live?
We're live. Dude, look at this. Brian, here's the funny thing. All these years of fighting the machine, and we should have just been doing this. This is even better.
For all 19 people watching
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
Let me turn this down.
This is way easier, way better. There's no buttons to push.
Check this out. You see this?
Ooh.
Tell me about this right here.
Atwoods.
We have to tell the Facebook people because they don't know what's
That's an
happening.
Atwoods. Jaundice bitters.
All right,
All right,
so what's happening?
What's the significance, Mike?
You found that, John. Listen to this. I remember, dude. There's only
Explain
two
to
things.
Facebook. Explain to
All right,
Facebook.
all right. If you're watching on Facebook right now, I've got Brian the Carpenter, very own Brian, the producer of Ike Live, joining in from his bar. He's got the lights blaring in the back, and he showed me in an old bottle. This is an old bitters bottle. It's from the 1880s, 1890s, in that range. And there's only two things in life I remember, and that is fishing stuff and stuff to deal with old bottles. And I remember that one. We were doing the trek into a little sneak hole. We used to fish back. What?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, Stella's.
Axles.
Stella's.
Stella's?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was Axles.
Nah, it was Stella's, bro.
Oh, okay. Huh. I didn't remember that.
So, Mike, it was in the woods at Stella's, and there's an old farmhouse that we walked into. And this is the first old bottle that I found.
It's killer, dude. That's a good one.
It is a good one.
That's a good one. That's a good one, too.
Yeah.
They're all
Hi,
good
Charlie.
ones.
What the hell, Mike?
They're good ones. They're all good ones, man. I like the bar, Brian. It's looking good.
Yeah.
Looking nice. Let's see. Can you join in on Facebook, too? Split it
I
up.
have no idea.
Oh.
You
all right.
have to have 2 devices.
Oh, you'd have to have 2 devices. Okay. Brian, we're taking a question and answer survey on topics, getting some good ones coming in. We can go back and look at these. I'm seeing a lot of fishing requests, which are okay, but I'd like to see some non-fishing requests for show topics as well. We got MJ from Boston checking in over on Facebook. Yes. Let's see. We got a request, Brian, for 304 Custom Baits wants us to go to Somerville Lake in West Virginia. Bring the Ike Live show.
West Virginia?
Yeah,
I'll go there.
bring the show on the road.
Mike, I know you haven't had this one yet.
Have not.
For Founders,
Wow.
it's called 4 Giants.
Ooh.
Or tonight, it would be 16 Giants. It's really freaking good, man.
A lot of giants.
And Beck, I know you know about the Mosaic, the new grapefruit.
Oh, I don't know
Ooh.
about the grapefruit.
Ooh.
The new grapefruit. Pour it on ice and salt the rim.
I like the
It's
Mosaic.
amazing.
It makes me see unicorns and rainbows.
Yeah.
It's a straight up margarita. It's amazing.
We've got some questions coming through. We got Frank said he read my book. We've got Jacob saying, what's my favorite bourbon? Beck, you got a suggestion on the favorite bourbon?
I don't remember the name of the one we have upstairs. We kind of try to buy like funky single batch ones. There's one that's upstairs. I don't remember which one it is.
Let's see. We
We
got
have the Basil Hayden's here on the rock.
Basil Hayden's right
Basil's
here.
a bomb, dude.
Yeah, Basil Hayden's right
It's
here.
really good.
Here, we'll give him a little view of the basil in the stone.
There's a good one back.
Right here.
What is it?
Forester. It's a good one.
Old Forester?
What else we got?
Shout out to Gary Yang.
Mike, guess what I did last night?
You drank some Founders.
I did. And I put my boat in the saltwater and went striper fishing.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Tuckahoe, spot burn. Jersey Shore Inlet.
Yeah.
It was a little bit rough, man. Like, if the wind's blowing the hat off your head, you probably shouldn't be fishing the inlet in a PF-16. You know?
Right, yeah.
I was pushing the limits, but it was fucking awesome, man.
Did you catch a couple?
Yeah, we caught like 7.
Nice.
No keepers, but pretty cool stuff.
That's cool. That's
like,
dope.
if I had spot lock,
Yeah.
You got spot lock?
Yeah.
You should get down there and do that, man.
Wow. I'd like to do that. I'd like to do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Hold on. The
it's
last
real
guy
strong
just said
contact,
his
man.
son,
Just
Grand
don't swim
Canyon
base.
University, missed his last college fishing season and his graduation ceremony.
Oh, man.
Man, how do you not get to
Yeah.
walk with your cap and
Yeah.
gown?
Yeah, Bryce. So we're getting some good ones coming in. The one is maybe in one of these next shows doing a college show, where we talk to some of the college seniors from some of the fishing teams and just get it straight from them. It's coming through. That was from Delaney coming through talking about his son, Joe, just, devastated because they didn't get to fish their senior year out, and I get that, I get it.
That's the thing, man. Like, my son's into music and all his performances are cut off. The kids, the athletes, the high school seniors, everybody's kind of getting screwed. It's a rough deal.
Yeah.
And, being that we're in the fishing industry, we should absolutely do that, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
By
can't
the
even
way, I think
imagine,
we're gonna
like,
do one of these this week.
Oh, Ike Live Reel. Ike Live Reel. If you're watching right now on Instagram or Facebook and you would like a custom Ike Live Abu Garcia baitcaster, send me a funny emoji and we might pick a
we
winner
have a
tonight.
contest. We have a contest.
Oh,
this
we
week.
do have a contest. All right, go to the Ike Live page.
If anybody came to the marketing meetings, there's a contest this week.
All right, listen to me. There's a contest on the Ike Live social pages this week for a custom one-of-a-kind Abu Garcia Ike Live reel. And Brian the Carpenter's showing it right now on Instagram, and it's hot. It's hot. Super hot. Super hot and fancy. Super hot and fancy.
That's right.
Yes. All right, let's see. Steve Donis said he's messed up right now because he's been drinking right now, but he's very happy that he's getting to watch some Ike Live tonight. So there you go.
Oh,
Shout out to Steve. Steve Donis in the house.
Brian, say hi to Charles. Charles Morocco. He's watching on Facebook.
Curtis Clark, what's up? How you doing tonight? Cheers, Curtis. Cheers to you. Oh, here come the emojis right now, Bri.
We got a dinosaur.
I got a pile of shit. I got a clown. I got a dinosaur. We got what's that first name? Delana? Delana? No, I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Is it Delia?
Delia wants it really bad. Walker outdoors with the
I like David.
virus.
David said, "What the hell's an emoji?" He also is unaware of TikTok.
That's something Brodzik would say. What the hell's an emoji?
Yep.
We got a who is
Poor
who's
Riz.
that? Oh, is that Robert De Niro, Al Pacino?
Stanley, we don't know when MLF tournaments are going to start back up because, unfortunately, it's hard for them to start up any tournaments when most states are quarantined at this point.
That actually is another really good show topic, Brian the Carpenter. We need to do an MLF show. I really, really want to do an MLF show.
Been trying to.
I know. But I think now,
Sanders for like 3 years now.
I think now might be
Go
the
back
time.
and forth.
Now might be the time. Like, I think Major League Fishing's looking for stuff, so maybe we can get them to agree to a show. And here's the thing, Brian the Carpenter, I'll mention it right here on live. We're going to call them to the plate on a lot of stuff. We're going to give them some hard questions. So maybe we can get an MLF show going. I'd like to do that. See a chicken. I see a monkey. I see a goat. Man, these are great. Jim Justice wants to check in from Aaron Martin's. Beck, as far as we know, Aaron's home, right?
He's home, yeah.
He's home from his second surgery.
Mm-hmm. Apparently it went well
It
from
went
what
well.
the doctor said. And
Yep.
that's all we know. I think there's probably a lot of healing that has to happen now.
Yeah. And I'm sure, the other thing too is I totally get, we want to know how Aaron's doing, but I also get the privacy factor a little bit too. You know what I mean? It gets to the point where you do want a little privacy, on that deal. So we'll keep you in the loop. Matt says that he loves MLF. Jeremy, shots for Amart. Absolutely. Let's do some shots for Amart.
How about just drinks?
You
How about
Cheers.
just drinks? Cheers.
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 To you, Aaron. We have an octopus emoji, Brian. We have a fire and a snake together.
I put fire and snakes together. I hate snakes.
We got Sato Max says, please do an Ike Online graduation for seniors as a show. That's kind of cool.
Thing? Can we do that?
Can we do that? I don't know. How would we do that?
If we did it as
A Zoom call.
it would have to be a Zoom that you can put up to 500 people into a Zoom.
Wow.
500?
You can put
Yeah.
up to 500 in a Zoom.
Interesting.
If you do it there's a special way to do a Zoom.
Miranda says my kids are sucking the life out of my Wi-Fi.
You need that switch, Miranda.
Cheers, George. Cheers. I put it together and said cheers.
Hang in there, kid.
Oh, Jocelyn with a nice comment to Miss
Hi,
Rebecca.
Jocelyn. That's because I actually got a shower.
Beck got her first shower, Brian, about 2 weeks tonight, which was nice.
Nice.
Everyone knows when I shower because I post a picture.
Mike,
Yes.
will you put your boat in the salt?
Yeah. My bass cat or my little one?
Yes, your bass cat.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Anything
Because
with
he's
mama.
ever been kind to the best cat.
Oh, yeah, I'll put that in there. I'll put the one that I'm selling in the saltwater.
But
I won't tell
we
him.
won't tell him.
Yo, Mike, it's so on. Like, I got down there. I've never done this. I had a report like, yo, check this deal out. You know?
Yeah.
So we put the boat in last night around right at dusk, right? Me and Ed. I had Ed with me, Ed Bassmaster. And we put the boat in, put the little boat, torpedoed over to the bridge. Like 3 casts in, throwing at the bridge abutments. I caught a striper.
Wow.
Now, it's 28 inches for a keeper, but still, 20 inches are still a fucking
Oh,
striper,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was not a good night to be in, like I said, in a PF-16 because
Yeah.
the weather changed. The wind was blowing. When the wind's blowing your hat off your head, like it's gusting like that. But if you had spot lock, like I got my motor on like 70, just trying to hold position
Yeah.
and throw up in there. Spot lock would be amazing. You know,
Wow.
I got the 4-Trex. I don't have the Ultrex, but
Yeah.
you should do that, Mike.
I would do that.
Just throwing swim baits up there.
Yeah.
And Ed caught his on 6-pound test. I brought some spinning rods, like, you know, just to even it out a little bit.
Yeah. That's cool.
Good time, dude. I broke one off on 8 too. So
Wow. Stripers are fun.
I went light, but they get up there, dude. Next cast could be 35, 40 inches.
Right.
So.
Right. It's that time of the year. I mean, the stripers should be running up to Delaware right now too. You know.
They're there, man. It's a good deal, Mike.
Yeah.
You should do it.
Yeah. Let's see. Jeremy Mann said a 16-footer in the sea. Only him. Cheers to you, Jeremy, from Brian the Clever. Yeah. Late night with Ike show. That's right. We're rebranding the Ike Live show since it's defunct right now. I'm just going to totally rebrand it. It's defunct. It's defunct right now. Let's see. Lisa, will we do another fish donkey tournament after this one?
Yes.
Yes, we will, Lisa.
Yes.
We're definitely, it's so successful. We almost had 600 anglers, so we'll definitely be doing another one. Yeah. Sandy saying, I hope MLF is ready in time for the St. Lawrence. I hope the Canadians will be allowed to cross the border. I hope so too.
I hope so too because we love to go to Canada.
Love Canada. Love Thousand Islands. Great part of the world. We love it there. How about Sato saying, how about doing a fish donkey tournament for seniors? Graduating senior. You were talking about senior high school seniors? You're talking about like senior citizens. That was too broad of a statement.
What was?
High school, college, and old people.
Yes. High school, college,
They're
and
the
old
only
people.
three
That's
that
it.
are eligible.
That's it.
I actually kind of like this.
Yes. Matt King, Brian Carpenter over on Facebook, said, can't wait for more Spruce Run videos.
Matt Kling.
Yes, Matt Kling.
He's Kling, yeah, dude. He works on reels. He's a real doctor.
The real doctor. I like it.
Yep.
I like it. Spruce is a good place. I want to get up there more.
Let's go.
Eric Gibbs says...
Kent Brown.
Kent Brown in the house.
He said can he have Pete Glusick as his co-host?
Oh, there's our video ended.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Instagram cuts you off.
Yeah.
I think we got cut off.
See, it didn't let me save it.
Huh.
That's okay.
It's because Brian showed up.
It's because Brian showed up. See, Brian the Carpenter wasn't even here producing. He just was on the feed on Instagram, and the show got messed up. He broke it.
Sato said high school and college. I
like that idea. It's a good idea,
really
Sato.
Like
Real good idea. Real good idea. Shannon Combs, have I ever fished for pike? Yes, I love pike fishing. Love muskie fishing. Love all that stuff. Like anything that pulls back. Anchorage, Alaska in the house. Patrick Pierce. That's a dream trip for us still.
Huge dream trip. Hey, by the way, in Alaska, are you quarantined as well?
Yeah. Patrick, how's the quarantine situation in Alaska? Chime back if you can. Eric Gibbs wants to know my personal best. I'm assuming you mean largemouth. It would be a 14-pounder I caught from Lake Amistad. 2006-07? When did Ish win that tournament? Early 2000s, mid 2000s.
That's when I wasn't there because I think I just birthed the baby.
Okay, 2006 or 7, something like that. Yeah, sounds right.
Why wouldn't I have been there?
No, I don't know.
I don't know either.
North Carolina, Brian Ray in the house. Show for essential workers from Salvatore. Good one. Good one, Salvatore. Good one. Thank you. Great show idea. Appreciate that. Very, very good. Need to get to Australia and chase Barramundi. Definitely another dream trip. Another dream trip for us.
We're just going to go from Alaska to Hawaii to Australia. Then we'll be happy.
Joe checking in from Harris Chain down in Florida. Ben from Pace, Florida, checking in with us. John wants to know about the Hobie 360. Yes, John, I have it. I have a PA-12 360. It's a game changer. The 360 drive lets you stay in one spot. Man, it's so awesome. It's unbelievable. Shout from Oklahoma. That was Brad.
Oh, Patrick said it's been similar, however, the state is opening up starting Monday here.
Okay. All right. So Alaska possibly opening up on Monday. That's a good one. How do we keep kids on the boat? Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to go back to that one. This is from Delia. How do you keep kids on the boat from not going crazy? He doesn't want to go on the boat because if we stay too long. Help.
Snacks.
Yeah.
A lot of food.
Yeah. 2 big ones would be snacks and then something else. And it could be a toy.
Yeah.
It could be binoculars. It could be a water gun. It could be, just some other stuff to bring that when they start to zone out, they can do something else. It can be a coloring book, a sketch pad. Really good ways to keep them engaged.
Yeah, that's a tough one because we struggled with that for a long time because our little girl, I swear to God, she always caught the first fish and then she was done.
Yeah.
Like to her, she did it. She was done.
Yeah.
And Vegas always wanted to stay for the entire day. It got to a point where they got bigger and we were able to put everybody in their own kayak or paddleboard, or usually I had to come in a second. Like I'd come with the paddleboard and then when she was done, I'd stick her on the paddleboard and I'd take her back to land with me and Vegas could stay out. But that's a tough one. Snacks can help for a while. Anything to kind of entertain them. But
yeah, I saw someone chimed in and said NyQuil, which would work too.
Not on our kids.
Salmon fishing starts in Alaska in a couple weeks. Man, shoot. I want to go so bad.
Wow.
It's definitely on our bucket list.
Yep.
Alaska is on our bucket list for sure. Any updates on the Ike Foundation's events from our homie Kevin?
So we're still doing the Pro-Am June 20th. I think it'll be slightly altered. We can't have a fun fest. We can't have an event with a lot of people that are all up on each other. So there won't be the kids' fun fest, unfortunately. But we're still planning on doing the tournament.
Yeah.
June 20th. At this point, I don't know if there's any way to get any pros to the event, but since we're doing it on the flats, it might just turn into more of a straight amateur event. $300 entry to put up to 3 people on a boat. We're hoping by then a lot of the restrictions will have been lifted and that's not an issue, but we're still a go and our plan is to be a go. We've talked to a whole handful of people and everyone has asked us to please move forward with it. People still want to fish, so.
Yeah. Got a couple of good ones coming through. Byron said, where can I get the Ike sunglasses? You can get them at Walmart. You can get them at Amazon. And, of course, Tackle Warehouse. You can get the Ike sunglasses. Matt King chiming in and said, Alexa doesn't believe you called out my comment. She's watching here now. Yes, we did. Matt Kling, we did. We did call out your comment. Let's see. We also had Shannon wants us to do a show on healthy marriages and tips for healthy marriage. That's
We're
interesting.
so dysfunctional.
Oh, we're dysfunctional. She's outing us on live. We're dysfunctional.
I honestly have no idea how to tell you to have a good marriage because I'm telling you what works for us would never work for anyone else. So I sure as hell wouldn't want to give anyone advice because you'd probably be divorced in 1 week, but it works for us.
It does work for us. Kent Brown checking in. Kent, how you doing? Hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're staying safe. We did see the picture of Ish and his giant halibut. Very awesome. Love to see that. Love to see new species coming in. Pretty awesome, man. Adam, shout out to Adam, checking in with us over on Facebook. Got John, loving MLF events, awesome. What about my hats from Christopher? Christopher, go to MikeIconelli.com. You can go to the shop.
Yep.
All the hats are on there. There's some sold out. Keep your eye out. They'll be back on there in a little bit.
No, I think they're all there.
They're all there right
Just
now.
don't expect shipping to be quick because
Yep.
it's just me.
Okay. Eric Watson checking in. Where can you get the Ike Series rods? Eric, you can get them a lot of places. Tackle Warehouse for sure would be my number one choice. You could also get them from Amazon, Bass Pro Shops. I think carry them as well. God first for a happy marriage. I'd agree with that one. That's a good comment. Baton Rouge in the house. Chuck, how you doing tonight? Ronnie asking about Aaron. That question was asked already, but as far as we know, Aaron's doing good. He's back home from his second surgery. He's recovering. Sounds like the surgery went well, so we're keeping our fingers crossed and praying for Aaron still.
Yeah.
He's a fighter. He's going to do okay.
He's going to be great.
He's going to do great.
He's healthy.
Chad needs some of the Ike travel rods. Chad, get them. They're such a cool rod.
Tackle Warehouse carries them.
Tackle Warehouse has the travel rods now,
Yeah.
so you can get them there.
Jordan said they're slaying them on Elmer.
Oh, man, I like that lake. Brandon, can I buy an autographed hat? Yes, you can. They're available on MikeIconelli.com.
Yep.
On the shop. Yes. Red shirt for the seniors. Yep. What college did I go to? From Ben Flatt. I went to Rowan in Glassboro, and Miss Rebecca went to James Madison in Virginia. Yes.
Madison.
And I also went to the College of Martial Arts, and I got my black belt.
Never happened.
Karate chop you. Have I ever fished Lake Darbone in North Louisiana? Have not, Tyler. Haven't fished it. I've heard of that lake, but I haven't fished it. Can we say the alphabet backwards? Go.
No.
No alphabet
No,
backwards.
but I'm dyslexic, so that's like the regular alphabet's hard.
It is hard. I don't know. I can't do that. Bill Rose checking in. He's good friends with Mr. Ott Defoe. Ott's a great guy. We love him. Ever catch an eel pout? Yes, Daniel. I have caught an eel pout through the ice hole.
Is that weird thing you got with Dan?
Yeah. Eel pout. They're
That's
awesome.
cool looking. Like a little lizard thing.
I never made it to the eel pout festival, though.
There's a festival?
Yeah, but now it's canceled. It got canceled because it was getting too out of hand. It was like a spring break-esque ice fishing tournament that would happen every year. And it was world class. I never made it there. Now there's no more.
Mike DeRuki.
Mike DeRuki. Should I bring my toolbox? I start tomorrow.
Mike has got our children and our nephews doing jerky boys.
Everybody.
So inappropriate.
Sue you, sue everybody. Beltsville, Lisa talking about Beltsville and the Poconos. Man, that's a good place. It can be tough, but it's a good place. Some big ones in there. Chad, the Ike travel rods do come with the case. Yes, they do. It's a really hard, heavy-duty case. It's got a strap on it. You could actually fit 2 sets of Ike travel rods in one case. So by spinning, by casting, you could put them all in one case. Chris, I've never fished Lake Simcoe. I want to. The only lake that I've really fished in Canada besides the Great Lakes is Lake of the Woods, and I love that place. Ben, we did not have a college fishing team when I went to college. We didn't even have cars. We just had horse-drawn.
There were no cell phones.
There was horse and buggies, and that was it back then. Have I ever fished in Arizona? Yes, we fished Havasu.
Where you can buy 3-part pasties.
Yes, 3-part pasties from Lake Havasu. Yes, it's pretty good.
You learn something everywhere you go.
Yeah. All right, listen, we're getting to an end here. We want to thank you for joining us here at the bar. We both want to cheers you and say, be safe. Be safe out there. It's a crazy world right now. Stay safe. Do the things you're supposed to be doing. And hang in there with us because we've got some more Ike Live shows coming really soon. You had some great topics.
They're so soon. They're coming.
You had some great topics for us tonight. We're going to have some great shows. So hang in there with us. We're going to have some more great Ike Lives. In the meantime...
And we're going to hold our own senior tournament and graduation now.
There you go.
I'm going to figure that out.
We did get a great idea. Be safe. Have a great one. There's a good week coming ahead. Have a good week. And we'll see you soon. Good night.